This is Richard Shugart presenting SMB Digest Daily, your online audio and visual first communication highlighting items of interest to the math biology community for the Society for Mathematical Biology. Welcome to the SMB Digest podcast. The SMB Digest podcast provides an audio and visual review of the week for SMB Digest by combining the week's SMB Digest dailies into a single broadcast. At this time, we are using the same intro and outro as SMB Digest. Welcome to SMB Digest Daily for June 4th, 2018. We start with What's New in the Queue, where we display the newest advertisements that will be out in the next SMB Digest. We have 3 advertisements. The Mathematical Biosciences Institute Capstone Conference offers undergraduate student researchers in the mathematical biosciences and related areas an opportunity to present their work on the national stage. The conference is August 6th through the 9th. Applications submitted by July 20th will receive full consideration. Although there is no registration fee, limited funding will be available for some participants to cover the cost of attending the conference. To apply, please visit mbi.osu.edu/event/?ID=1221. The AAI Intersect Fellowship for Computational Scientists and Immunologists Fellowship Program is intended to encourage understanding and communication between immunology researchers and computational scientists. A PI may apply to support a postdoctoral fellow trained in bench research to train in computational science, or a postdoctoral fellow in computational science to train in an immunology lab. Submit your application by 11:59 p.m. on September 4. For more information, please visit aai.org/careers/fellowships/intersect. Direct inquiries to fellowships@aai.org. Finally, there are 2 NIH staff scientist positions. The Lister Hill National Center for Biomedical Communications is recruiting a staff scientist within the Communications Engineering branch in Bethesda, Maryland. This recruitment is part of consolidating, maintaining its leading role in securing the future of biomedical image informatics and machine learning data science research at LHC. To apply, please send a cover letter, curriculum vitae, bibliography, statement of research interest, and 3 letters of recommendation to Selena Wood by email at woodc@mailm.nih.gov. Applications must be received on or before June 10th for consideration. The Cardiovascular Disease Section, an intramural research program within the Metabolic, Cardiovascular, and Inflammatory Disease branch of the National Human Genome Research Institute at the National Institutes of Health, is recruiting for a staff scientist position. The successful candidate will become part of a vibrant research environment at NHGRI and join Dr. Gibbons' multidisciplinary research team composed of research fellows, staff, and students with a range of expertise including genetics, epidemiology, health disparities research, bioinformatics, systems biology, clinical science, computational biology, and molecular medicine. For more details on Dr. Gibbons' research program, please visit genome.gov/27557/Gibbons-scientific-summary. Interested applicants should submit their cover letter, curriculum vitae, a detailed letter of interest, and 3 letters of reference to Gibbons Lab at mail.nih.gov. When sending your information, please indicate applicant for staff scientist in the subject heading. The closing date for applications is June 30th. And that's what's new in the queue. The next section is the Bulletin of Mathematical Biology highlight. where we usually spotlight an online first article in the Bulletin of Mathematical Biology, the flagship journal of the Society for Mathematical Biology. However, today we've decided to spotlight the Lee Siegel Prize for Best Paper with a student as a first author. The paper is a mathematical model of granulopoiesis incorporating the negative feedback dynamics and kinetics of G-CSF, neutrophil binding and internalization by Craig, Humphreys, and Mackey. The authors develop a physiological model of granulopoiesis, which includes explicit modeling of the kinetics of the cytokine granulocyte colony stimulating factor, incorporating both the free circulating concentration and the concentration of the cytokine bound to mature neutrophils. G-CSF concentrations are used to directly regulate neutrophil production with the rate of differentiation of stem cells to neutrophil precursors, the effective proliferation rate in mitosis, the maturation time, and the release rate from the mature marrow reservoir into circulation, all dependent on the level of G-CSF in the system. The dependence of the maturation time on the cytokine concentration introduces a state-dependent delay into our differential equation model, and we show how this is derived from an age-structured partial differential equation model of the mitosis and maturation, and also detail the derivation of the rest of our model. The model and its estimated parameters are shown to successfully predict the neutrophil and G-CSF response to a variety of treatment scenarios, including the combined administration of chemotherapy and exogenous G-CSF. This concomitant treatment was reproduced without any additional fitting to characterize drug-drug interactions. Access to the Bulletin of Mathematical Biology can be found at springer.com/11538. Next, we have upcoming and last minute deadline announcements. The Division of Mathematics, University of Dundee, is inviting applications for a fully funded PhD position focused on modeling and numerical analytical investigation of multiscale and heterogeneous aspects in breast cancer invasion. The application deadline is the 8th of June. Interested applicants should send a cover letter and CV to sse-rpg@dundee.ac.uk. Lastly, we have the Society for Mathematical Biology highlights. Reminder that the registration for the SMB annual meeting in Sydney is still open. If you're currently not a member of SMB, you can join at smb.org/membership. Finally, the next SMB Digest Daily will be out on June 5th, 2018. Welcome to SMB Digest Daily for June 6th, 2018. We start with What's New in the Queue, where we display the newest advertisements that will be out in the next SMB Digest. Today we have 5 advertisements. Do you need a visa to travel to Australia for the 2018 SMB annual meeting and the month of math biology? To find out what visa you require to visit Australia, please see the Australian government website at border.gov.au and search for what visa do I need to visit Australia. Citizens of many countries don't need visas to enter Australia. However, they do have to obtain what's called an Electronic Travel Authority, or ETA, which basically works like an online visa. The ETA may be applied for at eta.immi.gov.au. There is a postdoctoral research fellowship at the University of Queensland in the School of Earth and Environmental Sciences. The postdoctoral research fellow will support Dr. Eve McDonald Madden's future fellowship in work titled Where's the Beef? A Systems Approach to Taming a Global Emerging Wicked Environmental Problem. The successful appointee will investigate application of novel methodologies to model beef supply and demand at a global scale to analyze the impacts of different policies on the environment and society. Details of the position are available at jobs.uq.edu.au and search for job number 504443. Professor Stone at the University of Sheffield would like to announce the publication of the book Principles of Neural Information Theory, Computational Neuroscience, and Metabolic Efficiency. Reviews, synopsis, and table of contents can be found at sebtelpress.com. Postdoctoral research fellowship and PhD studentship positions are available at the University of Edinburgh. The postdoctoral research fellow position is titled Automatic Assimilation of Particle Velocimetry Data into Computational Blood Flow Models. The postdoc position can be found at vacancies.ed.ac.uk, searching for vacant reference number 043938. The PhD studentship position is titled Through the Tumor Labyrinth, Developing a Mechanistic Understanding of Blood Flow and Oxygen Delivery in Tumor Vasculature. The position can be found at findaphd.com, searching for Tumor Labyrinth. The closing date for both applications is the 30th of June. The next NIH update is out through Extramural Nexus and can be found on the list.nih.gov website. The subject heading for the update contains NIH 2018 Fiscal Policies, the new human subjects systems, and the prior approval requirements. And that's what's new in the queue. The next section is the Bulletin of Mathematical Biology highlight, where we spotlight an online first article in the Bulletin of Mathematical Biology, the flagship journal of the Society for Mathematical Biology. Today's article is titled Sparse Representation-Based Patient-Specific Diagnosis and Treatment for Esophageal Squamous Cell Carcinoma by Huang, Zhang, Jia, Yu, and Cao. The authors seek an approach to leverage genetic data and esophageal squamous cell carcinoma, or ESCC, knowledge data to forward personalized diagnosis and treatment for ESCC. The results showed that the methods could identify a unique gene vector for each patient group, leading to significantly higher classification accuracies compared to randomly selected genes. Their results suggest the effectiveness of integrating previous database utilizing a sparse representation-based variable selection and assisting personalized medicine selection and treatment for ESCC. Access to the Bulletin of Mathematical Biology can be found at springer.com/11538. Next, we have upcoming and last-minute deadline announcements. The Sedleyan Professorship of Natural Philosophy is one of the most senior positions in Oxford's Mathematical Institute and is a cornerstone of Oxford's commitment to research in applied mathematics. The successful candidate will engage in original research of the highest caliber in any field of applied mathematics, will teach at undergraduate and graduate level, and will provide research leadership in applied mathematics and contribute to leadership and research strategy in the Mathematical Institute more broadly. The closing date for applications is noon on the 18th of June. Go to the job.ac.uk website and search for job reference number 131761. Lastly, we have the Society for Mathematical Biology highlight. Information about the Mathematical Oncology newsletter can be found in the SMB newsletter at smb.org/1268-2/#C. Describing the newsletter, Dr. West says that this weekly email newsletter is dedicated to all things mathematical oncology. The important updates in the field of mathematical modeling in oncology into one distilled form of communication. These might be links to publications, preprints, books, or even blog posts. Follow the discussion on Twitter using hashtag capital MATH_ONCO. Finally, the next SMB Digest Daily will be out June 8th, 2018. Welcome to SMB Digest Daily for June 8th, 2018. We start with What's New in the Queue, where we display the newest advertisements that will be out in the next SMB Digest. Today we have two advertisements. The Cancer Translational Nanotechnology Training Program at Stanford University is currently accepting postdoctoral fellowship applications. The program is a diverse and synergistic 3-year training program, bringing together 25 faculty and 9 departments from 3 schools to train the next generation of interdisciplinary leaders who will pursue challenges in cancer research and clinical translation. Postdoctoral trainees will cross-train to develop interdisciplinary researchers in cancer nanotechnology translation. Apply at med.stanford.edu/ctnt/apply.html. The application deadline is August 1. There's a book announcement for a book titled Asymptotics of Elliptic and Parabolic PDEs and Their Applications in Statistical Physics, Computational Neuroscience, and Biophysics by Hulkman and Schuss. The book presents the analytic methods and tools for approximating solutions of mixed boundary value problems with particular emphasis on the narrow escape problem, including background on the classical asymptotic theory of differential equations. The book is written for scientists of various backgrounds interested in deriving solutions to real-world problems from first principles. Additional information can be found at springer.com/fr/book/978-331-976-8946. And that's what's new in the queue. Next, we spotlight advertisements that appear in Volume 18, Issue 23 of SMB Digest, but not the most recent editions of SMB Digest Daily. The objective of the Brain Initiative Advanced Postdoctoral Career Transition Award to promote diversity, K99R00, is to enhance biomedical research workforce diversity and foster a strong cohort of new, highly skilled, and well-trained NIH-supported independent investigators from diverse backgrounds working in research areas supported by the Brain Initiative, as highlighted in Brain 2025, a scientific vision. The first due date is August 1. Information for PAR-18-813 and PAR-18-814 can be found on the grants.nih.gov website. Register for an application guidance webinar on June 12th at 1 p.m. American Eastern Daylight Time at bit.ly/BrainK99webinar, all one word. BrainK is capitalized. A postdoctoral fellowship is available in the computational laboratory of Dr. Kasia Rychik at the Integrated Mathematical Oncology Department of the Moffitt Cancer Center and Research Institute. The ideal candidate will hold a PhD degree in applied or computational mathematics, computer science, bioengineering, or computational physics, and have strong expertise in mathematical modeling and computational programming in mathematical biology and or oncology. Familiarity with agent-based models is not required but preferred. Applicants should send a brief description of research interests, CV, and the names and contact details of 3 references to KASIA@moffit.org. Additionally, applicants should fill in an online application at healthcaresource.com/Moffitt for job number 27662. As always, recent editions of SMB Digest are available at smb.org/digest. The next section is the Bulletin of Mathematical Biology highlight, where we spotlight an online first article in the Bulletin of Mathematical Biology, the flagship journal of the Society for Mathematical Biology. Today's article is Mathematical and Simulation-Based Analysis of the Behavior of an Admixed Taxa in the Neighbor Joining Algorithm by Kim, DeSanto, Koppelman, and Rosenberg. The neighbor joining algorithm for phylogenetic inference has been seen to have three specific properties when applied to distance matrices that contain an admixed taxon: antecedence of clustering, intermediacy of distances, and intermediacy of path lengths. The authors examine the behavior of neighbor joining on distance matrices containing an admixed group, investigating the occurrence of antecedence of clustering, intermediacy of distances, and intermediacy of path lengths. The authors observe that the three properties are sometimes violated by distance matrices that include an admixed taxon. However, the authors also observed that they are satisfied more often than is expected by chance when the distance matrix contains an admixed taxon, especially when evolution among the non-admixed taxa is tree-like. The results contribute to a deeper understanding of the nature of evolutionary tree constructed from data that do not necessarily reflect a tree-like evolutionary process. Access to the Bulletin of Mathematical Biology can be found at springer.com/11538. Next, we have upcoming and last-minute deadlines. Registration for the Quantitative Systems Pharmacology Workshop closes the 18th of June. The workshop is the 2nd through the 4th of July at the University of Reading. Finally, we have the Society for Mathematical Biology highlight. As a reminder to subscribe to SMB Digest, please point your browser at list.auckland.ac.nz/sympa/math-smbnet and complete the subscription information. Alternatively, if you prefer to simply receive notice with a link and table of contents when the next issue is available, send email to listserv@listserv.biu.ac.il. Listserv is spelled LISTSERV, and write "Subscribe SMB Net your name" in the body of the mail and include your name. After you subscribe, you will receive a greeting with additional information. Lastly, the next SMB Digest Daily will come out June 11th, 2018. This has been Richard Shugart presenting SMB Digest Daily for the Society for Mathematical Biology and SMB Digest.